Hi, friends. My name is Toni Cureton. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Life Skills FYI. Life Skills FYI provides a set of core adult capabilities to manage work, family, and relationships successfully. It's designed to help build the skills adults need for life. Life Skills FYI teaches skills of planning, awareness, focus, self-control, and flexibility. They are daily living skills to promote successful, independent living, skills that every adult should know, but were never taught in school. Life Skills FYI premieres on Thursdays at 10 a.m. on our My Virtual Academy Facebook page and on Instagram. Today, we are going to talk about how to resist peer pressure. Peer pressure, who has not experienced that at some point in your life? It's everywhere. It's at school, it's at work, it's amongst friends. It's that seemingly overwhelming pressure to conform, often against what you know is right. Peer pressure is a big deal for adolescents, young adults, and even for adults. Even if you work hard to fight it, you may find yourself giving in to the pressure from friends, classmates, or coworkers. You might go along with just about anything to avoid being labeled a loser or scared. Now, while those names are not fun, giving into peer pressure means turning away from your own identity in favor of someone else's. Plus, when you give in, you end up feeling empty and powerless inside. Not only that, but you are also weighed down with thoughts of regret and a bad conscience. You know, it's not the kind of life that you should be living. Well, what are you going to do? Can you really resist being influenced by other people and their opinions? Is it possible to overcome fear and resist peer pressure? How can you stop being so easily manipulated into doing things that you know are wrong? Today, we're going to talk about a few things that you can do to help you learn how to resist peer pressure and live according to your truth. The first thing you need to do is to decide if your friends are good influences. You need to evaluate friendships to see if they are positive contributors in your life or just bad influences. If there are more negative than positive, then it may be time to consider getting different friends. Do you often get in trouble with them? Are you falling behind at school or at work because of the time that you spend hanging out? Try to choose friends who have the same values as you. If your friends don't share your same values and interests, they're probably going to do things that you aren't comfortable with, and they might pressure you into joining them in these activities. Do your best to have a broad circle of friends that share your values and interests. The more friends you have that share your value and interests, the less likely you'll be to feel pressure to do something that you don't want to do. So, you need to identify your core values and beliefs. You can do this by asking questions of yourself. What do I believe in? What do I think? What are my thoughts towards this? How do I feel about this or that? You can also ask friends and family, relatives, people who you trust that can tell you different traits and characteristics that you possess that would best describe you. Your values, they're like a roadmap for you. for your entire life. Use them to guide you into making different life decisions and help you to resist peer pressure. For example, if you find that honesty is very important to you, but you hang with peers who are often lying or cheating or stealing, which goes against your personal beliefs, you will need to modify who you hang around, the group of people you associate with, so that you are spending time with people who share your values, the same values that you have about different things. You also need to set your future goals and decide if your current life aligns with what you hope to accomplish. Setting long-term goals can help you see how unwise short-term lapses in judgment can be. Make your friends aware of what your goals are so that they can help you achieve your goals. For example, if you're an athlete and you know that you have to be in top shape in order to try out for the team or even remain on the team, if you share your goals of wanting to be a good athlete on the team with your friends and your peers, then if they are truly your friends, they will help you stay on track for that goal, as opposed to offering you things that would be contrary to you being able to perform at your best. Know what things you need to say no to and why you say no to them. In order to reach your goals, you have to understand the diagram, the plan, and you have to see it and stay focused on it. And you have to know that any deviation from the path will cause you to miss your goals. So you have to recognize which behaviors, which choices fall into the yes category and fall into the no category. And these recognitions will provide you with the information you need in order to stay on track and stay on the path to reaching your goals. And it will help you to set boundaries. Because if you know that your goal is to go to college and be on the football team, then you know you can't go around eating junk food because you have to stay in physical condition. You also know you can't go around drinking or doing drugs because that will hinder your performance ability and the ability to either get on the team or stay on the team. So setting these goals will help you understand your boundaries, and these boundaries will help you stay focused so that you don't get off onto the right path, onto the wrong path. Peer pressure can suddenly seem really easy to ignore if your friends are asking you to do things that that don't align with what your hopes and your dreams are. If you got a bunch of friends that are always wanting you to go and hang out and party and skip practice and skip workouts, then it's a real easy decision to recognize that these are not the friends for you. The friends that you should have, the peers that you should have in your circle, you all should be working towards the same positive goals. You know, they don't have to actually be trying to get on the college football team like you, but they should be trying to work towards positive goals that will keep them from suggesting things that don't align with your plans, don't align with the goals that you have set for yourself. This is called a support team. Your friends, your peers, they become your support team because they will then start shifting the focus towards reaching those goals in the selections of behavior and choices that they make for you as well as themselves. And if they don't, again, this is the time where you need to reconsider, you know, who's going to be your friend and who's going to be in, you know, your circle and your network of support people. Refer back to your list of goals on a regular basis. Look at them. Truthfully, you should have a vision board where you view your dreams and your hopes on a daily basis. And this will help keep you focused. It will help you to continue to assess whether or not the actions that you are currently taking right now are in line with helping you to reach your goals and get you where you want it, where you want to be. It's easy to just take a look and say, hey, this behavior is not really helping me reach the goal of being on the college football team. So I think I'm going to stop doing that because that's really what I want to do. It becomes really easy when you focus and you set your goals and you write them down and you view them on a regular basis. Also, you need to find healthier influences by getting involved in positive activities. Getting involved in school or community-based organizations will help you identify peers who are more positive influences in your life, more like you. Extracurricular activities also tend to have pretty rigid schedules and guidelines that don't give you a whole lot of time to get in trouble. If you are pressured to do something you do not want to do, telling friends that you have practice instead, or an event that's coming up is a built-in exit plan so that you don't have to feel the pressure of being asked to do something you don't want to do, and you can be assertive and walk away from that poor behavior activity that your friends are suggesting because you have practice every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or you have rehearsal every Tuesday and Thursday, or you are part of this volunteer group that goes out and feed the homeless, or goes out and clean up the community, or goes out and work with youth programs. If you get involved, if you volunteer your time, you will have less time to waste with people who are not quite as focused or who are participating in poor behavior. You don't want to be a part of that crowd. You want to be a part of the crowd that's going to help you get to the place where you need to be. So, another way to avoid peer pressure is to avoid situations where bad choices are common. If you become really perceptive about where bad decisions are more likely to be made, then you can learn to avoid these situations altogether. Not being present at certain places or during certain circumstances can save you from the negative results of being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Finally, key takeaways. Remember that just because something is good for one individual, it does not have to be good for you. You have to learn to feel good about being who you are. You have to learn to appreciate and embrace your values and your beliefs. And you have to be assertive and speak out. You have to use your voice. If you feel that you're being pressured to do something that you don't want to do, be clear and simply say, no, I'm not comfortable doing that. I want no parts of that, and walk away. Don't worry about getting a reputation for being too good or not following the crowd. Be true to yourself. Be true to who you are. You will find as you get more secure in who you are, that you will find friends and supporters who share your same views and interests. Now, there are additional things that you can do to avoid peer pressure, but the main emphasis of this presentation is to share with you that it is important for you to identify who you are and who you want to be in life, and to stand up for that, no matter what people think, no matter what people say. Be true to you. Well, friends, that's all my time for today. Thanks again for tuning in. We will see you next time on Life Skills FYI. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Again, my name is Toni Cureton, and my number is 586-842-0558. That's 586-842-0558. And remember to always adult responsibly.